great personality, great disposition, charismatic, great listener. I know, this sounds like a dating profile that you probably have on Plenty of Fish or Matchmaker.com or whatever. But actually, it's just a handful of the traits that are going to make you a great bartender, that are going to create mom-like fans as a bartender. Now, I realize that with a few apps and some cheap online courses for $9.99 or $5 for 27 drinks or whatever, that you can mix up a cocktail. It may not be a great cocktail and it may not be the best cocktail, but it's a cocktail nonetheless. One thing I tell people when I'm consulting with them or training them in the bar industry or whatever, one thing I always say is this: I can teach you how to make a drink, but I can't teach you how to have a personality. Personality, that's something that you need to learn on your own. So right now, I want to do, if you were behind the bar mixing drinks, but you're not engaging with your customers or your guests, and you're not creating regulars, then I'm gonna give you 4 tips on how to create mom-like fans. Now, why do you need regular patrons? Regular patrons, they help you. They help with the money coming in. You know you're gonna get that. The bar's gonna get that money. You're gonna get that money work every day. Regulars, they also help you pass your day. They help keep you entertained so your night goes faster. They kind of help you regulate the bar, the flow of the bar. Regulars, they help you look more welcoming to those that maybe aren't familiar with you or the bar. They kind of just help it all fit in. So let's jump right into it. First thing, creating mom-like fans. You want to diversify your knowledge. Diversify knowledge. What does that mean? Now, when you can converse with anything, when you can converse with anyone about anything, you become way more inviting. For example, here's what I would do. Anytime I would work a morning shift, or anytime I do work a morning shift or a weekend shift, or anytime I know that I'm going to have a lot more contact, I study the business section of the newspaper or Google or Yahoo or whatever. I study the current event section. I study the sports section. I don't really necessarily have an interest in any of those, but in reality, I know when you can converse and you can keep up a conversation about those, and you can kind of ad-lib what's going on, and it just helps you create more money, put more money in your pocket, helps put more money in the bar's cash register, which is basically what the goal is. Plus, it helps you pass time to get through your shift when you're doing this. Step 2, to create mom-like fans. I'm going through this pretty quick, guys. Listen. Everybody likes to talk about themselves. Mostly you do too. This time, we got to step away from talking about ourselves, and we got to start asking questions. You want to ask questions so that you can learn. You want to learn more. You want to be able to learn more about your guests. Your guests will appreciate the fact that you actually took the time to listen to them and to really pay attention to what they're saying and to what they have to say. People really, really like that. They like when you listen to them. They like when you're engaging. They like when you're not cutting them off and talking over them. Once you get to know people, you can start introducing them to other regulars, maybe even a stranger at the bar, anybody that comes in. What you're doing is that behind the bars, you're creating networks. And with those networks, you're building your net worth by putting money in your pocket, right? And you're building the net worth of the bar by putting money in their register. I might do a whole different series on this, but seriously, guys, be attentive when you're talking and listening. Step 3, pay attention. I know this kind of goes with number 2 a little bit, but make sure, other than listening to people and paying attention, but make sure you're paying attention to your bar area. Make sure it's organized. Make sure it's clean. Make sure you don't look like a big jumbled mess behind the bar. Make sure that everyone at your bar is feeling welcome. Make sure everybody at your bar, not just the regulars, but everybody is feeling welcome. Everybody should feel accepted. All of your guests behind the bar need to be taken care of. They need to be well taken care of. And they all need to feel like they're unique and special. Step 4. Step 4 is one of the most important things, and it is be yourself. Be yourself. Just be genuine. Be yourself. Unless by nature that you're a jerk or an asshole, then be someone else. But for the most part, be yourself. That's it. You're going to create some mom-like fans by being yourself and being genuine. So lastly, I know this is an important thing that I want to cover. Lastly, and trust me, I know you're going through these and you're like, okay, what do I do if? And I know there's going to be challenging times. And I know it's going to be challenging to create this type of environment with your guests. Trust me, there will be guests that are unreasonable or unruly or just plain assholes. You have to understand that, and you have to accept that. You are obligated only to treat them calmly and friendly. You don't want to escalate their assholeness. And believe me, it will escalate quickly. That assholeness and that drunkenness escalates quickly. If they cause a scene, treat them like a little kid and let them wear their tantrums out and wear themselves out. And suggest to others at the bar that they do the same. Make sure your customers and your guests don't get involved with all that. You don't want this situation to get out of hand. If it does get out of hand, do not hesitate to call the police or your security or whoever's on site to take care of the situation. Never, ever, ever get involved. Keeping your cool and keeping calm and keeping your demeanor in a stressful situation is always an excellent way to create fans and to help you build your character. And that's our goal, is to create mom-like fans and mom-like characters. I also think it would be safe to say even that these are pretty ethical rules to live by, like just to your everyday life. Like every day, just live your life by these same rules. I mean, it's pretty basic. Like this is stuff that we should have learned in elementary school or whatever. But that was 4 quick tips on how to create mom-like fans. And when I say mom-like fans, I mean like fans that like my mom and my mother-in-law and stuff like that. They like everything, they comment on everything, and they support everything you do. And those are the kind of people that you want. Those are the kind of regulars that you want behind the bar. The people that like everything and compliment everything, and just treat you with respect. Anyway, guys, that's my 4 quick tips. I appreciate you watching. If there's anything else I can help you with, or if you want to provide any value to this, leave them in the comments. I'm up for it. As always, I appreciate your attentiveness, and I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you next time. I'll see you next time. I got some good stuff coming through the pipes. That's it. See you next time. Bye.